She a freak, 10-10 freak. She don't want to speak, she want beat to the beat. I'm the voice of the street, plus a freak in the sheet. She want me for her tea, I got me for your meat. I am mad.
There's a rolling. Hard work's
Hello.
done.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. So shout out to ACAS Creator Network Program. I'm Roz.
I'm Ree.
And I'm Princess.
And we are Get the Gist podcast.
We make the hard conversations easy.
You're now tuning into your weekly subscription to the Gist.
Ooh, I love that intro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I also just want to emphasize again that we are actually having conversations that like not many other podcasts are having. Just because sometimes like tapping into them, they can be very controversial.
Do you know what? Not just even other podcasts aren't even having. Sometimes it's like we have conversations that guy podcasts be having.
Yeah.
And we're girls, so you kind of get like another version. And I must say, that's thanks to you.
That even
because
reminds
you're
me.
down with
Continue
the
talking.
Oh, continue.
Yeah.
What am I talking about?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
How are you, baby girl, this week?
I'm good, girl. I'm 3 matches down today.
Matches.
So I'm buzzing.
Yeah.
I love matches. But for all my matcha lovers out there, guess what way they make it? In the place I go to. 2 different places. I think it's the south side. I think it's something to do with the south of Dublin because they make matcha with a knife. They mixed it with a knife.
A knife, not
even an electric whisk.
I use an electric whisk in my house.
So do I. Like it's I've started bringing in my own whisk. I've started bringing it in.
So you can just mix it in together at the end, yeah?
Yeah.
I hear it.
I can't be arsed.
We have a Costa in my workplace, like on the site, which is really funny because like I don't work in an industrial building. Like we're a private, I can't even say land because my company is huge.
Banging.
And there's a Costa in the building, which sometimes I think that is like really wild. But yeah, there's no matcha on that yet. We're getting there. But I have all the cool like frappuccinos and all that stuff, like the blended ones and things. So I can't really complain.
Is it
It's spoiled.
subsidized?
Subsidized, yeah.
Banging.
Yeah, subsidized.
That's very good.
So yeah, I get a nice
Ooh,
Costa.
little
Everything's
Costa.
subsidized. Yep.
Oh,
It's
I
pretty
like
good.
that. I'm here for it.
Just one gist of the week that's like not really just of the week, but have you guys seen like Love Island USA?
I've heard of Huda.
Because I've heard of one person, but yeah, like it's actually apparently better than the UK one.
It's way better.
It's like more like diverse and like there's actually men in there for the black women.
God bless
as
you, because I
well.
was just about to say
There's
that.
this one woman called Alandria. She is
Beautiful.
She has the heart of America. Has my heart too. She's gorgeous.
Commented on something. What how do you pronounce her name?
Alandria, I think.
Olandria.
Yeah.
I saw her giving Huda a pep talk. So like I haven't watched Love Island USA, but I've seen a lot of clips. Like that's what's trending at the moment. Love Island UK apparently has way less views this year than last year. A lot of people are tuning in less into it this year. So I saw Oleandria give Huda a pep talk, and it was like she was just being so real with her. And I was just like, you have to rate it because she was once again making the hard conversations easy. And it was just really nice to see like a black girl actually have her back. So it's like sometimes you're able to call your friends out on their shit without talking down on them. And I think that was just really nice. And she did it privately as well.
Yeah.
But the one thing I loved about her is like what she was basically reiterating was that you will never catch a black girl flipping out on camera like that. I don't think you could ever catch a black girl flipping the way Huda's been flipping.
We're not allowed.
But why is she flipping out? Like I saw one clip where I think with the US Love Island, like people are a bit more open into like the experiments. Like it's not about their like personal image. Like of course it's important, but it's more so like I'm in this experiment. I'm gonna go a bit wild.
Yeah,
whereas I think in the UK people are a bit more reserved.
Yeah, and I think it's just more so because I think the number one difference is between like the US and UK, and I'm even gonna throw in Ireland into this as well, is that we have something on this side of the world, maybe a bit too much embarrassment and shame. Like the things that we get embarrassed about can be absolutely nothing. Like it's actually not that deep.
Yeah.
And you'll hear people be like, oh Jesus, how is she posting up these videos of herself? Oh Jesus, you're vain, aren't you? Like, oh my God, I could never do that. I think that's the mentality of UK and Ireland compared to America, where they're kind of like, who's watching?
Young, wild and free.
Really young, wild
USA.
and free.
Yeah.
And you know what? I do kind of love it about themselves. Like they really don't regret anything, and
Mhm.
I feel like they sort of like live their last life.
But
Mm.
shame is free.
Shame is very
Shame is
free.
very free.
But what I don't know what has happened from the hood thing. So I don't know. Can you explain to us
No,
what?
not much has happened, but from what I've learned is obviously she's with this guy called Jeremiah and everything. And obviously, like things were going very like good at the start. However, she was showing signs of like crazy. And obviously it brings up the conversation like men still love crazy women and allow them to roam free or whatever. And there was just some clips online or whatever where like, she's just every time there's a challenge and let's say her man has to kiss a girl or go on a date with her, she like says bad things about the girl. Yeah, but obviously, as soon as the girl shows that she's not interested in her man, she's all buddy buddy with the girl.
She's territorial,
She's
Yeah.
very territorial.
but
Possessive.
she's I hear it like ugh,
Mm,
I'm very possessive. Like I don't play that shit.
mhm,
But the only thing is I'm not gonna go after the girl. I'm gonna have to
mm,
block it
yeah.
from not seeing it.
But
But
100% in real life,
yeah,
possessive,
Hmm.
territorial, that's okay.
I will
But
mark
you're
my
on a
territory.
show.
Yeah, true,
You're on a show.
true.
That's to find
He's
love.
not,
but
and
you
he's not
know
your
what?
man yet, though.
He's not your
But you
man.
know what, guys? I'm not
Mm,
gonna lie. These shows have you acting crazy. You know,
yeah,
I've lived a life.
firsthand.
Like I remember being in that show, right? And it's like you have no concept of time. There's no phone. Guys, you can't get away. You can
Mm,
actually hear everything. I think I saw this
mm,
clip where he was talking and she was around the corner and she could flip and hear everything.
everything. Yeah.
There was times where I was having conversations and somebody will walk by and they're hearing me talk straight about them.
I think.
So
Sorry,
go on.
I just interrupt you. Sorry. I was gonna say like I don't know about, but there's just something in my blood that just won't allow me to act crazy. But then again, I haven't been married yet to my husband, so I don't know yet. But as of right now, like I can't act crazy. However, I will strategically, classily mark my territory.
See,
There's
I
ways to
think
do it, and obviously, if you have to go out of your way to mark your territory for a man that doesn't even want you, then
no, but
what's
see,
the point of
the
doing it?
thing about these TV shows is they condition your mind into believing that that's your only choice because right now that's your only choice. It's your only option. He was her only option. You're there to date, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has a pair. This is the only person that's apparently yours. You're also most likely not getting out of this place. If you're going to be in Love Island, you're going to be in Love Island for another 2 months. So
Mm,
there's no thought in her head about other men because I think in real life, you'd actually just think, okay, I mark my territory. If he doesn't like me, move on to the
mm,
next thing. You can
Yeah.
pick up your phone and text and call someone else.
mm-hmm.
But she has to even go into bed. She's supposed to be
Mm,
sleeping in the same bed
mm-hmm.
as this person. And it's like when the cameras are rolling, the conversations they're even forcing you to have. Let's say if you're even mad at him and you want to go sit in a corner, you can't just sit in a corner because trust me, production is like looking to see if they can strategically like place you,
Place.
or they're like they'll call a
Mm,
friend and they'd be like, maybe you should go talk to her and see maybe what she like thinks about you. There was one time they actually pulled me aside and they were like, I think you should go have a conversation with him. And there's me thinking, yeah, maybe I will go have a conversation with
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Because I
yeah,
have
yeah,
nothing else to do. I have no books to read, no TV,
yeah.
no music, no nothing to listen to. And then we're sat there and we're having this conversation. And it's like they're strategically placing things in your mind. But it just depends on like how mentally
Strong.
strong
Yeah.
You
you
are.
really are. And that's what I think it goes to show that she's just not, that's a broken woman. I
Mm.
actually just want to give her a hug. Like, I think she is so broken and she has
Mm,
major insecurities and self love issues. And she's projecting all her like all her insecurities on the other girls.
mm-hmm.
They're being brought in there for a reason. It's their job to try steal that man.
Yeah.
And that's the
Mm-hmm.
whole concept of Love Island. It's actually, you're supposed to go into Love Island and try keep that man. And you're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to have a strong enough connection that even if another babe comes in, you're not going to be able to take this man from you.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be playing the game. But I think she loves too hard to be playing that type of game.
Yeah.
Mm,
Maybe she didn't understand the toll it would take on her mentally.
Bro.
Like, I think a lot of people probably go into like reality TV shows thinking I can handle it, but
mm,
maybe they can't.
Girl,
That's the reason why you have to go through medical assessments,
yeah,
mm-hmm.
psychological
assessments, because
assessments. And I've done the Love Island psych one and it was flipping 2 hours long.
really.
It was so, after the psychological one, I sat there and I was like, do I even want to be on this? Because like
What was the
mm,
questions?
a lot of the stuff that they were asking you were basically just telling you that you could go on this and you can come out of this and the whole world will hate you and hate your whole family. They were asking me like, if you have siblings like in school, do you know you can go into school and like people could start bullying your siblings because people won't like you and they're related to
mm,
you. Like, and they were also asking like family history. Have you got anybody who's been in jail or things that like they could
mm-hmm.
use against you to like tear you down? They're like, you know, you may never actually be able to work a real job again, because you might go to a real job and people may just not take you seriously because
Yeah.
of things you put on TV, and you sit there and you're like,
But I think that's a positive, like that they're sort of
they're
opening up
so,
your
yeah,
eyes.
they are.
But then again, like sort of, I think what I've been seeing a lot online and just like with conversations with TV, the edits are crazy.
Edits are so crazy.
Yeah.
Like
The edits are
The
so
narratives they push.
Yeah.
The things they
so
cut out.
crazy. Like even things with our show, they would cut things out on different days and make it look like you're having conversations. So like I could be talking to you on Wednesday and the next scene could be literally Friday.
yeah, and I think that's like you sign your life away. Like you
Yeah.
have to sign like because
Even voices, like, so sometimes they might have like you on the screen doing something and walking by and they're playing a complete different audio from another day.
that's what I'm saying. Like that's crazy.
It's actually, people don't realize like you're recorded 24/7. Like they're clipping, flipping everything.
I
But
want
I
to
was-
appreciate them toilet breaks for real. If I was the
Girl, what toilet breaks?
Hmm?
The only time that like they're not recording is when you're in the shower. But even when you're not in the shower, they're not recording as in like you talking. They're still recording you visually in the shower. Like when I was
when
on
I
it.
sit on the toilet now, I'm trying to do.
So when you're even on the toilet, like you can see your feet, that you just can't see your head because they've blurred out the middle part of the bodies. But like even if you're showering, like actually having a shower, because in case two people end up going into the bathroom at the same time, they want to be able to see the feet to be able to prove that you're in there at the same time. Like they've strategically placed cameras that there's actually nowhere for you to hide. Unless, but the only thing that they let people do is like, let's say if you're a smoker, because they're not allowed to promote smoking or vapes, they'll have like a place where you can run off to go smoke or vape or whatever the case is. But apart from that,
Little
there's
vape
no
break.
way. There's no way you're hiding, girl. It's
Crazy.
crazy.
I have a quick gist of the week.
Ew.
Did you guys hear what happened in Ireland? They're passing a bill at the moment to basically, you know, that when you get a driver's license and you have to either say that you're an organ donor or you're not.
Mhm.
But they've passed a bill in Ireland recently, or they're about to pass, about basically you start off from being an organ donor and you can apply or
To not be.
to not be. And I was just, like, my question was going to ask, which I think is a bit wild. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like you should, like, you usually have a choice, but now they're saying you're not going to have, like,
We need
you
your
do have-
kidneys.
yeah.
We
they're
need
gonna
your
say-
kidneys.
Yeah, but they're saying is you do have a choice, but we're opting you in first.
And
And I was just gonna ask you, like, what do you like? Do you think you would be an organ donor, or
I think I am an
I think
organ
I
donor.
am.
to
I
be
think I already
honest.
am. Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
You know, an
Did you
organ
say,
donor.
yeah.
I think so,
Well,
yeah.
I got my license when I was 17, and I was like,
I'm not signing my life.
yeah. I remember I filled out the form, and my mom was like, "Oh, do you want to be an organ donor?" I was like, "What? What's an organ donor?" Like, and she was like, "Yeah, you just have to, if you want it, like, let's say you pass away, you can give your organs." I was like, "No way." But now, once
Yeah.
I think about it, like, I think I would. But there's a lot of controversy online that people are sort of feel like their choice is taken away from them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I don't know. I think I can see from both sides. But I think organ donation
It is a good thing, but like it was fun when you had the choice. You know what I mean? Like given to charity, it's a choice. But if they say now, okay, a portion of your salary now has to go to charity, you'll be like, oh wait, chill. Like I didn't
Taxes.
consent to that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I think it's probably just in the cases of like maybe there's been a lot of people who haven't signed up, and maybe it's just a case where it was like yourself, they got their licenses years ago, and then their families are now having to like
Yeah.
figure out if they want to do organ donations or stuff like that. Or sometimes some people donate their bodies to like science and stuff like afterwards. But you know, this is not a gist of the week, but remember the lady we were talking about from Georgia?
Yeah.
That lady who was pregnant, guys, they've actually delivered the baby, so she's officially passed. I read it today. I think it was June 13th. Yeah, so I think it's a boy, and now the baby's in the NICU,
Yeah, because it wasn't 32 weeks.
which means that's some more bills that she's about to pay. But guys, I actually have a gist of the week, and this is an Irish one. Right. So I am from Carlo.
No.
And you know, I've kind of mentioned on this pod before that people love driving to little old quiet Carlo to do some crazy ish. Like we've had a lot of people come to Carlo to do bad things and maybe like murder people and stuff like that.
Casually?
Just casually.
Okay.
Just casual. No, I'm being dead ass. Like
Crazy.
not many crazy things happen to Carlo, but when something crazy was happening. It was crazy.
I think
So,
I've heard
guys,
this.
in Carlo, this happened. Let me see if I can find the date this happens because I think it happened a little while ago. But let me find the date for you now because I had it here. So it happened actually on June 1st in the Carlo Shopping Center around 6:15 p.m. on a Sunday.
On a Sunday,
On a Sunday, girl.
holy day.
When people should have been in church repenting for their sins. A man in his 20s, I think he was actually 22. I won't say his name just to be respectful. But the bomb squad was called to Carlo because they thought there was a bomb in Carlo. But what actually happened was a guy went into the shopping center with guns that he had bought off the dark web and started firing.
Right. I heard about this. I heard about this, and I think there was murder going on because he didn't even get, I think he got off, he got out on bail.
So what actually happened was that he was already going through the court for buying firearms off the dark web.
But they gave the firearms back to him, did they?
But then he clearly, they must have given him because he has a firearm. Well, he no longer has one because he's no longer here on Earth.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like S?
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn.
So that day with the gun, after firing it, he fired it at
Did he hurt
himself.
anyone?
So there was a girl who was injured, but she was running away. So no one actually got injured from the issue. But like, I remember seeing this clip, and there's like a Turkish barber right across Tesco in the Fairgreen Shopping Center, directly by the elevator. It's so funny how I just know exactly where this is, under Teddy's
Paint a
Cafe by the
picture.
elevator, Fairgreen, and you can hear the shooting, and you just hear the Turkish guys go and they pull, like, you know, that metal barrier thing, and they're pulling it down. They're in the middle of cutting someone's hair, and they're hearing it, and they're like, "Ooh." They just close it. It was like 6 p.m. Like the shop is still open.
But why Carlo?
Girl, I told you, Carlo just has that weird thing where people just come to do crazy things.
Wait, because there's also a Pizza Max that goes crazy in Carlo, isn't there?
A Pizza Max. Oh,
Yeah.
Apache's.
The Apache's, is it?
Yeah, I love me some
The pizza shop.
Apache's. Yeah.
That place goes
Apache's is
crazy. I
banging.
saw a video the other, like a couple of months ago now.
You sent it to me.
There's like a load of people having a party.
Apache's. It's great. It's like across the Foundry, and the Foundry's like one of the biggest. Can I say the biggest nightclub? One of the biggest nightclubs in Ireland, I think.
One of the biggest nightclubs in Ireland.
No, I'm actually being dead ass. Like, is it
There's only
Avicii or
five.
something?
Avicii.
Only five
Avicii came to it. Like, our rag weeks were elite. Like, we had international superstars coming out for rag week in Carlo.
Does it actually look like a club? Because I feel like down the... Does it?
No, it was actually a club. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like dance floor, massive disco ball and everything. Yeah, and they had like 2 sections. It's in the Foundry. I can't remember what the Dinnery.
Really?
So upstairs
How
the
come
Dinnery.
there's no parties there?
I think it's because all the cool people have sort of left. Like, it was bopping in my time. Like, I actually,
Really?
yeah.
So you go to the club.
Yeah, the
Then
Foundry was
so-
known, like, when I was in college for, like, rag
Apache's
week.
there, Charlie's.
That's literally what I was going to say, babe.
No, we used to have this, oh my God, I can't remember what it was called. There was this Chinese that was unreal, and it was right beside the Foundry as well. So what would happen is, like, after the nightclubs, everyone just go to Apache's, the Chinese. Is there a Supermax? There's also a Supermax. There's a McDonald's. Like, there's just so many things that you can go
Bro,
to all around.
I just saw, somebody's like blasting tunes. Everybody's eating pizza, doing a few grooves. And I was literally like, this is lit.
Yeah.
Like, this is amazing. I
No.
sent it to Ross being like, is this the Carlo you're talking about?
That's the Carlo I grew up in. Carlo Town is actually, it's elite, like.
Oh, maybe
Rag
we'll
week
take a
was
trip.
insane, and there was like a fountain that used to always get dyed, and they put bubbles and everything in it. Like, yeah, I had some great rag weeks. And I loved our rag weeks. They always had at least one night that was like an urban night where they'd get like a black DJ to like come down and play. So like a lot of black people would actually end up coming out and going for the
Is
urban
Carlo
night.
close to Athlone?
No,
Oh,
I think Athlone is Meath,
Westmeath.
Westmeath. Yeah,
Yeah.
girl, we'd have to drive. Like, Carlo's beside Waterford.
What?
Yeah,
Wait,
Kilkenny and Waterford and Portlaoise. Those are our neighbourings.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
I thought it was up in the Meath. I didn't know. I
No,
didn't.
it's down. Yeah.
Do you know what? I get so freaked out about Waterford.
Why?
Like, well, there is a story for that. But the reason, every time I think of Waterford, I think of Cork. And then I'm like, we're so close.
Cork is like here, and Waterford is like there, and I'm shit at geography, but I know my Ireland map.
Cork is down below.
Yeah, it's down below, but it's
And
like down
Waterford
below
is right
west.
beside it.
No, it's not, baby girl.
It feels like you could
There's
literally.
there's a couple of
So
counties
you know
in
you can walk.
between.
You can walk it.
There's a couple like it's close. Waterford to Cork is defo closer than Dublin to Cork, but like there's a couple of counties. Actually, let me just check my Irish map because I'm so bad at geography.
There is. Waterford is like so close. And then, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm in Cork when I'm in Waterford.
Baby girl. Oh no, actually you're right. They're right beside each other.
Right beside each other.
It's me. I'm the one who's shit at geography.
Oh yeah, they are.
They're right
They're
beside,
right beside each other.
But when you
That's
think about
crazy.
Waterford, like, I don't know. I just think Cork. I think Cork is like a different country.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
Never
big
been.
by
It's so
itself.
big.
Mhm.
They say it's the capital.
Capital.
So
or whatever.
Kilkenny, Laois, Kildare, and Wicklow and Wexford actually surround Carlo, and Waterford is not that far either because it's like 40 minutes. I've driven to Waterford before from Carlo.
That's what I'm saying.
Carlo is it's actually a hotspot. Like there's
Mm.
5 neighboring counties.
So if you couldn't live in Dublin, where would you live in Ireland?
Kildare.
Wow. Oh, that's like basically Dublin.
Exactly.
It is basically. I've lived in
Yeah.
Kildare.
Okay. Kildare, not Kildare,
Yeah,
Dublin.
no, I lived in Newbridge
Or
for a
Meath.
year, and it was, but I felt like Newbridge had all the junkies that Dublin didn't want.
Why do people say this about Newbridge? I feel like Newbridge is a vibe. I've got family in Newbridge.
No, like because when I lived in Newbridge, it was before I was driving, so it was literally straight out of college. I got a job straight out of college in a lab, and because I wasn't driving, I ended up moving to Newbridge because there was no way I could take the trains from Carlo and back home with my work hours. So I lived in Newbridge for I say about a year. And because I wasn't driving, I had to do a lot of walking. And I'm not gonna lie, my housemates at the time, they were very lovely up until a point they weren't. But they were very lovely. And then they used to pick me up and drop me because they were like the junkies on the street at nighttime like are crazy. I remember there's one time I was on the way to the cinema with my ex at that time, and literally the junkies were going in through all the bins, like touching the top of them. I was like, I'm assuming they were looking for stuff, but
That's
that was just it was like I was like, what is going on? Carlo doesn't have that.
Yeah, maybe.
Our
Maybe
junkies were
because-
friendly.
Maybe because you grew up in Carlo, but Dublin.
Yeah.
That's standard.
No, the last
Dublin.
time I saw a junkie in Carlo, they actually helped the delivery man bring all the stuff into the shop to like put stuff away.
They're just living life too.
Yeah. No,
Everyone
they were
was living
Carlo had
life.
nice junkies. Everything about Carlo was nice, except from the weirdos that came in to do stuff. Like this guy off the dark web. Yeah.
Can I hear the dilemmas, please? I know you said we had loads.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
yeah.
Last time.
Yeah, we keep. There we go. Let me get it up.
That's why I've been itching.
For the
Okay.
dilemmas, I can't wait. Oh my god. We even need to say, remember last week we went out for Demi's birthday?
Oh,
Yeah, that was really
brilliant.
good. We need to shout out Congo Boy.
Yeah, we
Congo
do.
Boy took care of us.
Yeah,
What?
anything is possible, man. Anything
What?
is possible.
Back to back drinks, checking in on us the whole night.
Mm,
Like he was so lovely.
yeah,
How was your night actually?
it was
We had
really
a
good.
great time, didn't
It
we?
was really, really
I
good.
was sober for the whole thing, and I drank Monster. That was it.
I
Yeah,
was not
Okay.
sober.
was
It was
in my
Hacker's house, isn't it?
yeah. It was so. I really enjoyed it, and I think there was like UK DJs as well, so it was like a little bit of difference
It's so
with the
fun.
music. I had a great time. So guys, if you are around on the first Friday, I think you said the first Friday of every month, Haka
yeah.
House is going to be going on in Soho.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's going to
What
be a
first?
continued first Friday of every month.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's 2 weeks away.
Oh my god.
Ree's ready.
I had to go.
Yeah.
I had
Oh baby girl,
obligations.
next
I
time
was
we
so
need
upset
to.
when you
Yeah.
left.
Next
You would have had
time
so
I'm
much
not gonna lie,
fun.
you would have actually enjoyed yourself. It was
I
really
was
good.
so vexed.
It was
bro.
really
I
it
felt
was really
like a
good.
real girl. Like I felt like everyone
Yeah.
was so nice and everything. The best birthday ever.
Yeah, do you know?
Best
And
birthday
I think
ever.
we made it look so lit on our Insta. People didn't realize we were in Ireland. The amount of
Yeah.
people who messaged us afterwards,
Yeah,
who were
still in the
asking,
country?
"Where were you? Where were you guys in London?" We were like,
Yeah,
we
it
were in
looked lit.
Soho.
Literally.
No, so
It was so good.
Mhm.
It was so good.
Shout out to Soho for real.
Okay, let's get into it. So we have one dilemma and then we have a couple of questions.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm realizing I don't enjoy my circle of friends at the moment.
Mm.
I don't know if I'm going through seasonal depression, isolating myself from
Rebuke it
people,
about your life.
or if I'm just looking for a soulmate, a genuine platonic bond with someone, not a romantic partner, because I don't feel romantically towards anyone and I don't want to. I've kept myself busy with my creative projects, but I'm yearning for a friend in that field too. Someone who understands me, the joys of creativity and the simplicity of life, as well as the existentialism meanings of life too. Sorry for the dyslexia. Um, but that's the dilemma.
Mm,
They're basically asking, they don't enjoy their first circle of friends, and
mm.
what are they gonna do?
They're probably outgrowing them, to be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys don't align, but before you even decide to like leave or cut them off, like ask them questions about where they actually want to be. And maybe out of the group of friends, you might find the one that you connect with the most. Because
Mm.
out of a group of friends, like it's hard to like, you know, get to know everyone at the same time, but try and tune in individually to each one and see which one you connect with more. I'm just basically saying give them another try instead of just cutting it off. Doing this world thing, life thing alone is not easy.
Mm.
Having people, a village, because when you have kids now, like, sorry to jump there, but like you need a village, you know what I'm saying? But before you cut them off, try and, get to know each of them individually because they could be like a, 'cause I feel like people are always having, they have
Guard.
got their guard up or like they're a facade
Mm.
that
Mm-hmm.
maybe like this is your opportunity to get to know each one individually and see which one you connect with
Mm.
and how you can impact their lives before you let them go. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's totally normal. They're probably in their 20s. Like, this is what happens. Like right now, I feel like deleting all my pictures off Instagram and becoming like very like just secret for a bit and then popping out again with
Mm.
kids and the husband. that's how that's how I actually feel like. But yeah, look, honestly, just pray about it as well. Um,
I
yeah.
think I think like I think it's 100%. It's very hard to be a creative because you sort of want everyone to be on the same like
Mm,
level that you are or in
mm,
your same bubble. And I think sometimes your friends are not always going to be that. And you need to
mm,
find friendship. You might not always align with what your friend wants to do
mhm,
in this in the sense of your hobbies or your
mhm,
work. But if you have a good foundation with people, you can make it work. So
mm,
I think my question for that would be, do you feel like you're not enjoying your circle of friends because they're not doing the same thing as you,
mm,
or you genuinely don't enjoy their company? Because
mm,
you might be really focused on like your creative field, but just because someone's not in that creative field doesn't
mm,
mean they
They're
like
not
you.
good friend.
Yeah, they
mm.
can
That's a good
like.
question.
Yeah.
I think that would be the question that I would ask.
First things first, I say we rebuke seasonal depression over your life in Jesus' name.
Mm,
Amen.
Um, See, I think when it comes to like groups of friendships, I don't believe in cliques.
mm,
Yeah.
If this is a clique, I think run very far away from it because I never think they are genuine friendships. And just as like Demi also said, I think there's definitely one person in this so-called group that you're probably very, very close with and get to know them. Like me and my best friend Naomi, we're bipolar opposites on the scale. Like we do not have the same interest at
mhm,
all, but there's a mutual love and friendship there
Mm.
apart from the interest. And if you're looking to meet people of that same interest, maybe try Bumble.
mhm,
Yeah.
Try like those sort like friendship ads. Maybe
mhm,
like go to events and things that are catered around what your interests are, and then you'll definitely find friends there.
Mhm.
I agree if you're in a group of friends, like if you're in a group with friends where they're not the same path of life with you, as in they're bums and they're bummy, go run, drop all of them and
mm.
go find
Yeah.
people who will actually take you to that next level. I don't think there's anything wrong with leaving people behind. Like the girls that I was friends with in primary school, I don't talk to the majority of them now. The girls that I was tight with in secondary school, I don't talk to majority of them now. And it's not even a case of it's even bad blood or there's beef or there's anything. Sometimes you really just do outgrow people. Like if I was to see them tomorrow, I would probably stop and have a chat with them and then
Mhm,
just keep it pushing. There's a lot of people from college as well that I don't talk to anymore. There's people that I love a lot that I've been there when they've had babies and things like that. We're not as close as it is now, but there's still love there. I think with life, as you grow, you will find new friends. You'll find the people that are your people, but don't be afraid to have people who don't have the same interests as
Mm.
you. They can still love you just the same.
I think I actually have a really good example. Like I have one of my childhood friends. Like there's a big group of us, but there's a few that I'd be really close with, and we could go years,
mm,
if not months, not talking, like no contact whatsoever. But as soon as we meet up, it's like
No time has passed.
no time has passed.
Yeah.
But I met up with them with one of them a couple of months ago, and she just put it so lovely. She was like, we're just running in different directions at the moment. So it's like
Yeah.
we're just in different circles. So it's like our circles might connect for like for a moment or two here and there throughout the months and the years, but like I'm a mum now. She's really focusing on her career. Just because we have like different goals at the moment doesn't mean that we can't be friends. We're just running in different directions, and then we can come together and we can give each other guidance. Like, not saying that I'm not focused on my career, but it's just different life
Priorities.
paths,
You
different
have different
priorities.
priorities at the moment.
Like, she
Yeah.
travels like every other week to like a different country, like with work and stuff like that. So her time is limited. I might have more time in this country, but my time is also very limited just with like the pod, everything that's going on in my life. But yeah, I just love the way that she put it. It was like, yeah, no, like we're just focused on different things, but we're still united.
Yeah. That's very, very true.
Okay, so let's get into it. Um, all right. So one of the questions that they ask, because there's a lot of questions, but this sort of touches on like the friendship topic again. How would your friends describe you?
Crackhead. Sure. I'm crazy.
Apparently, I'm bougie. I don't know.
Apparently. Look at me, Henri, and look at you.
If I even wanted to be bougie, like, you would even hate me. If I was to be the real bougie I wanted to be.
We're wearing thigh highs in summer, babe. What's going on?
Yeah, but the dress is
God
short.
bless you. And they're not
The
even
dress is
open
short and the
toes.
dress is backless.
The,
Balance.
see the way. Let's just explain to the audience. Backless dress, thigh high boots. I'm in a tracksuit.
Prada glasses. I'm in a Zara set.
Runners.
Literally.
Dunks.
What did we say? We're running in two different. We're running in two different directions, but we still love each other. I still love you. Our paths will cross when you guys wanna. Because I know you guys, they can step out. It's just that sometimes they're greedy with their, their stuff.
It's
Do you know
just,
what I mean? They're just greedy.
They
don't want to share. Me, I like to share.
It's just.
I like to share. I like to share good things with you.
That is
I'm
too
not greedy.
funny.
People are greedy. These people, you don't even know what they
Yeah.
have. They're just being stingy with their stuffs. I'm not. I'm a giver, but I also like to receive.
Oh.
But yeah, I love to
You
receive
ate that
it.
up. You
I
ate
love
that
to
up.
receive though every day. Stay away from people that don't get. Anyway, listen. I think my friends would describe me as like funny,
100%. If you
confident.
if they haven't clocked that you're funny now, I don't know if are they listening to the pod.
Apparently, I'm a flirt, but that's me.
Apparently.
The last
Allegedly.
10 seconds, I can actually agree.
Allegedly, I was flirting with them before the pod started.
Me, I would say I'm probably the most unserious serious person. I'm a balance of very silly and very serious all at the same
She has
time.
a sharp mouth.
Ooh, yeah. Don't play with me. Actually, do you know what? My mouth is not even that sharp when people play with me. Don't play with my girls. I'm coming for you, cutthroat.
It's not even.
Cutthroat.
She has a mouth.
Yeah.
Sometimes she says things you're like,
Yeah.
say it.
Call mama.
But it's like sometimes like I be talking and it's just like I'll say it so bluntly, but I don't even mean to sound rude. But I'm just like, but that's what it is though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's because I came from a family where we insulted each other growing up. That's how we showed love.
Oh.
So it's like I'm really I'm really not
We
sensitive.
say,
You know?
You want to talk about it?
No, that's literally it. We be shouting at each other. But it's like, it's love. Like, we're not angry. We just cuss each other out.
I think what my friends would call me is ditzy.
Yeah.
That's so.
Yeah.
That's the polite.
You have
way
like
of
a
putting
goofy
it.
femininity to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so goofy.
Mm-hmm.
A goofy and addicted to crackers.
Like
I
crackers
think
and
that's
hummus.
it.
And hummus.
But don't get it twisted though. Like she will jump on your bonnet type shit. Like
Yeah.
she would like. I remember one time we were walking in
Yeah.
town to a car or something. And I think someone was trying to approach me. She put on she like listeners, right?
She's
Listeners,
petite, but
I'm
don't be
crouching
buff.
I'm putting my shoulders up and I'm getting ready to
Yeah.
punch. Like we will just metamorph into a flipping. I don't know, like
I'm
a
like-
fella, like
I'm literally, I have short male mentality.
yeah,
You know that? You know when they're
yeah,
like,
The short
yeah,
man syndrome.
yeah, literally.
No, I definitely think, definitely goofy.
I think you're secretly funny, but it's like it just depends on if you want to share that funny with the world. Like, you come out with some bloody hilarious things. Even Naomi rang me today and she was like, "I love that reel of Ree." And I said,
Gas.
"She's so
She's so gas.
Thanks,
She's so
girls.
gas.
But yeah, no, I definitely think my friends would be like this. I'm a wild card.
Yeah,
I think
that's actually probably the best
I
way to
think
put
that's
it.
the way to put it.
Yeah,
Ree's like the best person to come to when you're trying to do something cheeky.
Yeah,
the low.
Yeah, she's the bad cop, and no, I'm the good one. I'm the angel, and you're the devil. When it
Yeah.
comes to anytime she's asking for stuff,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like, just
Because
do
like
it.
that's why I don't tell Roz. I have to tell Ree first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when I've done it, I feel
they
bad.
come
I
back and they
to-
tell me the
I come
consequences.
to Roz.
And then and that's where the serious me pops in. I'm like, damn it. I think I'm the mom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your mama. I think this one. So this one is a bit weird, but I think it's an insult you can't forget.
An insult.
Yeah.
People don't be trying to insult me because I'm worse when I come back.
But have you ever? There's 2 times in my life where I should have said more and I didn't, and I took an insult crazy. But I remember I was like going to school one day and I was talking. Like I went to 2 different schools, but I was talking to one of the girls and she was like so into fitness. You know what I mean? And I was like, she's so cool. Do you get me? I think. No, I wasn't in my fitness era at this point. Let's just say that. And I wasn't even badly not in my fitness. Can we just put that out there? But I was just like, what do you do? Like, so muscly. Like, I want to be like you, yeah? And she's like, yeah, no. Like, she was like, I'll just work out. And she was telling me her plan and stuff. And she turns around then and goes, yeah, I used to be fat. I used to be this, like your weight.
God. Ree, I swing. What the fuck you mean?
Do you know? But this is what I'm saying. A bit slow sometimes. Tell me why I got home. I said, huh?
Wait a damn minute.
I said, tell me why I went for a run that day. I was like, I'm not doing this.
You have to just run, bro.
That insult will stay with me for the rest of my life.
It's
I
like
said, I
That's
was fat. I used
crazy.
to look like you. Oh, okay.
that's
So sorry.
crazy. Obviously there's 3 that stick out to me. Yeah.
Oh.
But obviously I'm just more concerned of the ones that were said behind my back though. Because I know a period of like last year, 2000 and maybe 22 to 2025, 4. I know people were chatting shit behind my back. 100%. I just never knew what they said. Oh yeah, there's 4. Someone called me a catfish. A guy I was talking to.
The one who even called you a catfish. Like, if you see his face.
Crazy. He's catfishing himself.
Anyways.
Yeah, so obviously someone called me a catfish. Someone called me fat. A guy was told to call me fat. And then I remember in primary school, this girl called me a black bitch. She was Polish.
They know the Polskis
Yeah.
love calling you that one.
Literally.
They're like, you black.
And then the last one was this guy that I actually dated maybe last year. He said like he feels sorry for me. I just took that as an insult.
Yeah.
Because the reason why we're here is because of you. So why do you feel sorry for me?
Thanks.
Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, those are the ones that like will stick with me for now. Those are the ones that pop out. But I'm more intrigued about what people were saying behind my back because I know they were saying some shit.
Bro,
I don't think if
I
people
know they were
insult me, they're
saying
not
some
insulting me to my face, anyways.
I don't think you get much, to be honest.
No, I don't.
really?
Really? Like, I don't think
I
people.
don't think people
text
say
me
it to your
like that.
face. No.
Like okay, there was one
not
this
safe.
white guy said one time, but I don't think he was saying it to insult me. But you know when it's like a backhanded compliment, he was like, "Oh, you're pretty for a black girl." Like that wasn't. Do you get what I mean?
That one.
It's not.
standard
one.
procedure.
You get what I mean?
Standard procedure.
Back
But
in
it's
the
like
day.
people don't really
Sorry.
insult me like that.
They
Except
dare
for,
not, to be honest.
my family.
I'm gonna look in the camera and tell you guys, right? And send it to the person that has, you know who I'm talking about. Listen, if you've ever insulted Roz or said something about her, trust me, you're not safe because she will come back 10 toes. There's
Yes.
always
I want them
something
to
to say.
just even try me because I will find
There's
something.
always, you said it, but
I
there's
will
always
unlock a
something.
new insecurity for you. Like something that you didn't even know was a
Unlocked a
problem.
new character.
I will let you know. I can't remember what it was. I said something recently and I can't remember what it was. And I was just
Bro.
like, bruh. Like my
Mm.
mouth is actually like it's too quick.
She,
Bro.
listen,
It's too quick.
you said
See?
something. She said, hey.
I feel like I've been insulted a lot in my life. And
Mm.
I've just, but to be honest, with insults, they sort of just go over my head. That's why I
Mm.
mentioned it. Because try insult me, it's your own.
Yeah.
But I remember I was also in skill. Skill was a tough time for me, you know.
Sorry.
But I like obviously I was just sitting there and I was talking to one of the girls and she goes, like, first of all, I've never had a leave out or nothing.
Mm.
Had like Caucasian extensions
Mhm.
with my afro hair. Didn't go well, but listen,
Yeah.
listen,
Tried your best.
We've all
most
been
of the
there.
days we've been on natural. And I was in this kitchen, she goes, what's your hair made of?
Made of.
I said, I started questioning myself. What do you mean about my hair? I was just like, you want this scientific analogy? Dead skin.
Bruh.
You okay?
Yeah,
Wanna
that's
talk
it.
about
That insult. I think those two are the ones that I will always think about when I'm like, how, like, what do you mean? What my hair made of? My hair is made of the
The same
same.
shit as you
Yeah.
made of.
Like, I think that was their two insults.
You're lucky. I know if that was like a black girl, she was like, "What is your hair? Your mom and daddy's DNA. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth. Your daddy."
Yeah, it's
What?
like yeah,
That's
it's
crazy.
those backhanded insults. But I think what humbled me in life was, do you
Mm.
ever use Ask FM? Do you remember that back in the day?
I
Mhm.
never really used it. No.
Yeah.
That thing that humbled me, bro.
Really, what did you do? What did
Ask
you ask?
FM. Oh, I got annihilated on that thing.
See,
What
I
was
think it's
your-
because you guys lived in Dublin. I lived in Carlo. Like, if anyone was comedy, I'd probably be able to pinpoint exactly who the fuck wrote it.
Oh
Mm.
no, bro. I'll actually
You've
get.
actually gone through because I remember you posted remember the thing on Twitter?
What
Oh
thing?
yeah, those things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those insults. Yeah,
Oh,
those
that
ones.
one was
And then
so bad.
And then on my TikTok as well, I'm going getting
Yeah.
it and thing. But no, back to Ask FM. I was literally like, I think the worst insult I got on that was, no wonder your dad left you. I was, I said he didn't leave. This is not it. But anyway, but yeah, or
Why are kids so
I
mean?
know, and I was literally like,
Oh, Brie, I would have made it if that was me now. This would be like my strategy. Because I'm a stalker. Like, I know that's my toxic trait. I will find you. I will find
Ask
information
FM is
about
tough
you.
though. You don't know what
no,
that
it's all
Because it's
anonymity.
Ask
It's anonymous.
Oh.
Yeah. Listen with their chest. But I remember when I was in schools where they were like, yeah, you got a boob
Can you not?
job.
Is there no
at
way that
13.
like you could pay for
Yeah.
them to reveal who it was?
No, it was back in
Because
the
I
day.
would have paid.
No, they said she got a boob job.
You.
That's what they said.
I would have, baby. I would have taken that as a compliment. Be
At
like, yeah,
13.
these titties are sitting pretty, and you are
13.
a triple A cup. What?
At
Well,
13.
No, but just deeper. The only reason why you're pissed is because you've got nipples.
I swear,
What?
bro.
You've got nipples as a
Chicken.
chest.
Listen, you get your push-up bra.
Exactly.
I'm in the big section with the big boys.
The big
I
boy.
reached
You don't know
doubles.
about it.
I reached the doubles.
Literally. Oh my
What?
gosh. Yeah.
But
Nah, that's crazy.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
we had
Someone try and insult me. Someone please try and insult me. I even just want to be tested to see my sharpness.
Ross is
And
too quick with it.
I
Go on.
think the last one that we'll do today
Is there more?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's somebody, actually, let me just talk about it with the NGL. Yeah, there's somebody who thinks it's a DM service. And, like, I don't know what, I can't answer them on the pod because I don't know. It's like, it's definitely directed towards someone. I don't know who it is.
We'll
No.
talk about it after the pod.
Yeah, but I
Oh.
can't reply to the DMs because I don't understand the context.
Mm.
But I just want to put it out there.
Oh.
Where was it? Would you rather your camera roll be leaked or your messages?
My camera roll, take that shit. There's nothing nude in there. There's nothing nude in my camera roll.
Don't
Take that
reveal.
shit.
Don't. Can I tell you something? Yeah.
My messages.
See,
Oh hell no.
One thing I like to say is I'm not a good person sometimes. So, for example, actually, no, I'm not even gonna open my camera roll.
My camera roll can be leaked. It's
Camera
safe.
roll?
Yeah. Look,
No, my messages.
really, girl.
Have you seen my response rate?
Yeah, that's true. That's actually true.
The screenshot.
I
Think
screenshot, but it's like I feel like I could defend my screenshot to a chest.
Mm.
I feel like I could if I screenshotted. Yeah, it was being nosy. So what we gonna do about it?
I don't know.
No, definitely for sure. I even feel like my camera roll is mainly me, like my friends, stuff for the podcast, like things on like TikTok and Twitter.
Yeah.
Because I think I just came from like a year of really not posting and not taking photos and stuff like that. So I feel like I wouldn't have much in my camera roll.
Even if
per se.
even if there's a nude in there, enjoy it. But what I was gonna say is, yeah, my ChatGPT over both of them.
Lock off,
Oh
bro.
my god.
If
I went through
ChatGPT,
ChatGPT is actually your therapist. I gave it a personal dilemma about my life and it ate baby.
no,
Me and ChatGPT have psychoanalyzed you.
then
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
Mm-mm.
what ChatGPT, you could never
You don't need therapy.
I even deleted.
Talking
I even
to it.
have to delete the message.
delete it. But all I keep thinking is it's connected to my email.
Oh, for ChatGPT, I don't ask ChatGPT anything really weird.
Oh, I do.
No, not that I ask you anything weird.
I
Don't
be-
put it
I
as
be
like
telling-
that, Ross.
I be telling like
I'm looking at you guys being like, what are you trying to delete on
a
ChatGPT?
lot of things.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they telling me some home truths that I'm not ready to accept.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
No, the only thing I asked it yesterday, I feel like I already kind of knew. Like I was ready. Yeah, it told me I was mature.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah.
yeah.
But supposedly you have to ask ChatGPT to give you an unbiased review.
I think yesterday, you heard the response it gave me yesterday. I think it was very unbiased. It gave me pros and cons. And it was like, if you go with this, it just shows that you're acting very mature and you're choosing to act
Well,
mature.
I'll definitely try the unbiased review thing.
Yeah.
Usually it is real enough, to be honest with me. Very like emotionally, like ChatGPT is crazy because it's emotionally mature. It's also very smart. Like it's also very like cautious of like what's going on in the world or whatever. But like yeah, like if my man is like, let me see your chat. I'll be like, what do you want? Do you want some knowledge? I can give you knowledge instead of this ChatGPT.
You want some food? I'll cook you a roast if you want, babe.
Anything.
You
What?
want-
Do you want to? Anyways,
No,
I
my,
don't know.
ChatGPT
my
is
messages
not
are
like-
not safe.
No, ChatGPT.
Sometimes my messages aren't even not safe because of me, but it's not safe because what people have told me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's some things I'm taking to the grave. Like, you know,
Yeah.
that I'm not supposed to know. And even though I do know, I'll be blinking at you as if I don't know.
Be the fifth.
You get me?
I don't know now, but do you ever deep with ChatGPT that if you like, it knows so much about humans. Like it knows a lot. See how emotionally intelligent it is already, and we just keep feeding it.
But you
It's
know
on our
what?
deepest, darkest secrets.
You know what now? Men don't have any excuses to be emotionally unintelligent and emotionally unavailable or just be doing stupid things now because you can literally, if you don't want to talk to your boys, talk to ChatGPT.
Let's go there.
Yeah. You know what? I was having
ChatGPT can actually teach you how to.
And your thoughts and everything are safe there.
Yeah.
Like if you're actually having a problem right now and you're like, hey, yo, ChatGPT, I don't know what to do with this.
How
babe.
do I improve my
How-
head game with my girlfriend? She will tell you, or he will tell you.
Do you know what?
Word for word, and
Do you know what? I'm gonna ask ChatGPT that right now and see what ChatGPT says and see if it's true.
It will tell you. It'll tell you facts.
Facts. Okay. You know what my cheat code is? Sending a message that I've already sent, and they tell me what this means, so I know what I'm trying to say is being perceived like it's not just me.
Can I tell you something? I actually I recently went on this. I'm on a dating app or whatever, and the person is talking to me, and obviously like I don't know, like I used ChatGPT for my message. I want to know if you use ChatGPT for your message. So I copied their message and I put it ChatGPT and said, "Did they use
Guys, ChatGPT,
how to give a girl head?"
ChatGPT,
ChatGPT.
this is so funny. Okay, I'm going to just read a little bit. Y'all can go read the rest and do your own research.
Okay, make
But
up.
I literally wrote how
Age
to improve
appropriate.
my head game for my girlfriend. Improving your oral sex skills, aka head game, for your girlfriend comes down to a mix of technique, communication, and attentiveness. There's no nonsense guide to help you level up. First, key. So it actually has the key emoji. 1, start slow and build up. Don't rush. Teaser thighs, hips, belly. Use your lips, your tongue softly before getting intense. Build anticipation. Then the next one is a tongue. And 2, focus on the clit. But not just that. What? 3, use your lips and mouth. 2, 4, mind, body, sync, pay attention. 5, add fingers. 6, ask and respond. Strawberry bonus tip. Ooh! Oh, bonus tips. Trim your facial hair. It's rough and it can irritate. Use a pillow under her hips to improve access and angle. Stay consistent when she's close. Don't switch patterns too quickly. Cleanliness matters. Shower and brush your teeth and trim your nails.
Hey,
Guys,
down, word for word.
ChatGPT,
Word for word, bar for bar,
what
times.
to avoid. Guys, go read it yourselves if you want more tips. I can't read the whole thing, but shout out ChatGPT.
2 things.
Wow.
2 things.
So
So keep things because we have a time schedule. Do you want to do a blind ranking or do you want to do the thread that you found today? We'll let Ree choose.
Should I tell you what you tell her? Should we do the title of the blind ranking?
If
And
I
I'll
tell her that she won't want to do it.
Ross,
no, no.
I had a bit too much wine on Friday, but I remember.
Oh my god, you did say it on Friday. Okay, let's do my
Yeah,
thread.
because we've had enough of that today anyway. So
Okay.
next episode. Oh, I'm not gonna be here for. Oh, okay.
So we'll
When
do
I
when
get
you get back. When you get
Yeah.
back from your holidays. Okay. What's the pettiest thing you did after a breakup? I'm not talking any I blocked their number business. I'm talking borderline insanity. You probably need therapy. Petty. So first one was
Ree's taking notes.
First one was he was a bodybuilder, so I put an entire bag of sugar into his protein powder a month before his competition. But you know what? He's daft. Like, how do you not know it was sweet?
Because it's part of build.
You wouldn't know. Production says you wouldn't be able to tell.
Because you trust in the packaging. But you know, do you know, yeah, like bodybuilding, like I saw a video on TikTok and it's like one little tomato and it's like, how can I tell my friends I can't eat this? Like has a whole meal, but because it's like 1 gram extra, they won't do it for their physique. Like it's so strict. So do you know how petty that is to put in sugar? So they've been abiding by the rules and they're not losing weight. You'd go clinically insane. You'd start taking steroids or something.
That is too funny.
You'd actually
Shout out you. Well done, baby
Oh
girl.
my gosh.
Okay, this one is tapped, right? I got the burial plots in our divorce in his family's cemetery. The one he had since he was 22, they'll remain empty. He shouldn't have left me alone while my mother was dying. Now he can't be buried next to his. I love petty women.
That's heavy, bro.
I love petty women.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. Skull emoji, skull emoji, skull emoji.
It's gonna emoji.
Yeah. Okay, this one is pettiest thing I did, probably his dad.
Ah!
His daddy.
He's
Not
daddy. He's
daddy.
daddy.
Dada.
He's daddy. Okay. Okay, this one went back to his ex, the one that he had a personal protection order against him, and he
Standard.
went to jail over,
Standard.
and sent me pics of them to make me jealous. I forwarded them to his parole officer, and he went back to jail for violating the personal protection order.
She said.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
She said, "Look at me. He's the captain now."
Ooh,
That's
it's
what she
so
did.
That's
funny.
it. Fuck around and find out.
You're right.
Oh, these are too funny. Found his baby mom on socials that lived across the country and sent her his address so she can put out a warrant for not paying her child support.
Real.
Wow.
Yep. I'm trying to see what there was one that I saw that was he cheated, then proceeded to propose to her 6 months later. I waited until the morning of the wedding to send proof that he was still trying to get me back, including the voice notes.
I don't agree with that one. I
Yeah, because
don't like
the
that
girl
one.
is innocent in
Yeah,
that.
like you could like maybe she was the homewrecker, but like it is petty. Like I understand the pettiness. It's a high pettiness level. Like you make
Mhm.
someone like no deposit back, no nothing. Do you get me? But that doesn't sit
Sheesh.
with me.
Oh, but
The burial we can do, but the wedding that's
see,
big
me is
bills.
nice because she cares about the other babe. Me personally, I don't know if I care because it's like you might be doing her a justice because now she also knows who she's marrying.
Yeah,
So she
true.
has that choice of whether she wants to walk down the aisle that day or not. Because now you probably would have you would have lost a couple thousand. What I would personally do is
Thousands.
probably if it's the day of the wedding,
Thousands. Yeah,
a couple
loads of
thousands.
thousands. Like
Yeah.
your cake is cooked. So you
Dress,
can't dress,
hall,
shoes,
venue, whole family has
altering,
flown out.
venue, family.
Yeah.
Like that's 10 bags
Mhm.
gone. And who pays for it? Usually the bride's family. Father of the bride.
Damn.
When you deep it. So that's her bill, not even his.
Yep.
Anywho, go ahead.
We had a bed that could control with our phones. I wait until 2 a.m. and start the pony ride for him, knowing he would wake up for work at 4:30. What the
The
hell does she
pony
mean,
ride?
pony ride?
Wait, what pony ride? What remote with your phone in the bed?
Would you guys ever do that thing with your partner where like they put the toy and they control the remote? Would you ever do that with your partner? I know Roz is down for that. I know you
What?
like it. Okay, I blinky. Look at the camera. I heard that you said I like what? So basically, they have a toy that goes inside you, and there's a remote. Look at your head. There's a remote, and like obviously your partner controls the remote. Would you ever do that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you?
Absolutely.
I'm
And you have to
just
go outside as well. You have to be in public.
yeah.
Because I think that's just so funny.
I don't like the way I am. I don't react too well to those things.
That's but you have to if you're in public.
Even like it's just, I'll just be like, I'm not leaving the car. Literally, let's just go home.
Befriended the next girl he dated. I took her to Cancun, Vegas, and Area 51. We're going to St. Thomas next month. We sent proof of him being abusive to his boss. We're besties now, and he lost his job.
Oh,
Yeah, got a friend
crazy.
on a holiday.
I think that's weird being friends with his new babe. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, that's a bit weird.
Until they break up. Do you get me?
Yeah,
That's really, really strange. Okay, there was another one I saw.
we'll do two more.
Two more. Okay. He cheated on me, then his dad died right after. On his birthday, I sent him an anonymous birthday card from his dead dad to remind him his dad was dead on his birthday. I'm so sorry. She
I'm
ate.
cracking out.
She
I crash out.
she ate.
That is like no, like I understand like there's people are mean, but we do not have to be meaner.
Oh, this one is
I don't know if I'm ready for this, bro.
no. This one.
That's the last one anyway.
I think this one is like the infinity stones of
Oh,
all
no.
pettiness. No, because this one, I actually feel sorry for the other person. Made a fake profile of him, messaged myself, and sent the fake messages to his girlfriend telling her he cheated on her.
Yeah, that's it. That one. People making fake accounts pretending to be is crazy.
That one was not nice. That was not
You
nice.
just that's proper inception type stuff.
That's
What did he
really
do?
not nice.
Like, what did he do to deserve that? You get me?
You just did it for the LOLs.
Yeah, you was bored.
Yupa.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not petty because I have a job. I have things to lose.
I kind of like this one because I think it's really funny and
Mhm.
silly. So this is the last one I'll end on.
Alright.
He lived in the same complex as his boss. I started parking my car in front of his boss's house a few times a week and taking an Uber home so he think I was sleeping with his boss. I also started hanging out at the boss's country club and posting pics there. They got into a fist fight and he lost his job.
That's the best one.
That's so funny.
I like that one.
That's the type of petty. That's the type of petty, bro.
Yeah.
That's the type of petty.
It's because like, why did he fall for it?
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's
Hey,
so
you
crazy.
ate. She ate. That was so good. That was so good. So you know what, guys? I think the hay fever is hitting your ass.
Just tired. But yeah, flipping. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
We hope you enjoyed this episode.
Yeah. And tune in next week for your
Weekly subscription to the gist.
I got me for your meat, yeah, man. Shawty from that man when it